Hi, I am Noah and I will be covering the guide section of the channel. So let's get started. Trina's sword is a unique one-handed sword in the game of Elden Ring. It is the only sword with a sleep build-up ability. This guide will cover the location of the sword and how to obtain it, and some of the sword's functionality. It will also cover how to secure the 2 other sleeping craftable consumable recipe books that will grant you the ability to craft sleep arrows, armament coatings, and sleep pots. Trina's sword stat requirements are 10 strength, 12 dexterity, and 14 intelligence. And it gets stronger the more you increase your levels in those 3 stats. Getting the sword. Step 1. To get it, you will need to go to the Forsaken Ruins, which are located on the northwest side of the Caelid area, near where it borders northeast Limgrave. You will also need 1 stone key. Step 2. Be careful when approaching the ruins since the area is infested with monstrous crows that are almost impossible to avoid. So prepare for a fight. Summoning spirit ashes is allowed in the area, so bring one if you think it will help. Step 3. The underground part of the ruins has no enemies inside, so once you defeat the giant crows, use the stone key on the stone gargoyle statue, walk down the ruins through the door, and find it resting in a chest. How the sword works. The sword has a unique ability, the Mist of Slumber, that will summon a cloud that will potentially put enemies to sleep for a few seconds if they walk through it. Using this ability will also coat the sword with a mist that will cause subsequent hits on your target to fall asleep faster. Farver's Cookbook 1 location. For the sleeping pot, we are going to need the recipe, which we can learn by finding Farver's Cookbook 1. The book is located on a corpse in a graveyard east of the artist's shack in Limgrave. Once you are there, hop on the grave behind the corpse, and from there jump again to the grave of the sitting corpse holding the book. To craft the sleeping pot, you will need a cracked pot. 3 can be bought from Cael the merchant in the Church of Ella near the beginning of the game. Once you have the cracked pots, you will have to add a mushroom and a Trina's lily, both of which can be found in Limgrave while exploring the world and other later areas of the lands between. The higher your arcane level, the faster the pots will put the enemies to sleep. Obtaining Farver's Cookbook 2. The second book we are going to need is Farver's Cookbook 2, which we will have to buy from a merchant inside Raya Aria Academy. As you enter through the seal into the Academy's front yard, turn back around and this time walk through the seal without activating it. You can mount up in this area, so do so and follow the single road avoiding the wolf pack until you reach a merchant. He will sell you the Farver's Cookbook 2 for 3,500 runes. The book will add the ability to craft sleep bone arrows, both fletched and regular, the soporific grease and the drawstring soporific grease. All 3 recipes require Trina's lily to be crafted. For the arrows, you will also need 3 thin beast bones and 3 flight pinions for every 10 arrows. The flight pinions are only needed for the fletched ones and add range to your arrows. And for the soporific grease, you will need, together with Trina's lily, a root resin, and, for the drawstring soporific grease, a root resin, and a string. Both types of soporific grease are used to temporarily coat an armament with a sleeping property, with the differences between them being the duration and intensity. The drawstring soporific grease has a stronger effect, but it has a shorter duration. And that's it. You can have all main sleeping combat options in your arsenal to use for the rest of your playthrough, with the main item being Trina's sword. If you need a guide on how to enter the Academy of Raya Aria, you can find a link in the description below, together with the links of some awesome merchandise for yourself and family. As always, thank you for watching.